Hello and welcome to Coastal Crafts. So I'm here with a haul from Inlovearts. So they sent me an email and asked if I would like to try out some of their products. So of course I said yes, and all the links to the bits that I picked up are in the description box below. So you can just click on the link and go straight to the product. Let's have a look and see. First of all, there were a couple of Christmassy items, and I know we're very close to Christmas now, but it's always nice to have a look, isn't it, and think about what you might use for next year. So I've got some stamps here. I was just looking for a little bit of white to go behind. I've got lots of white, but not in the right place, not in a useful place. Let's try beige instead. So this stamp set is lots of Christmassy gnomes, and I have used this and I will show you what I've used it to make, so they're slightly out of place. So it's I would say a silicone I can't say that word, silicone material that it's made from, I'm pretty sure, and they are all cute little gnomes designed for Christmas. I mean, you could definitely use that gnome any time of the year. That one's just got a little bell on it. That one's got a little owl and a bell. Try and straighten the ones up that I've used. So some of them could be Christmas or any time really. And that one with a little owl, that's cute because there are little hearts there as well, and a Christmas tree. So small versions, medium versions and big versions. And that's a nice font on that Merry Christmas. And I will show you the little card that I put together. Just a simple card. Just nice to do a bit of colouring really. Haven't done loads of colouring this year, so I've been enjoying it recently. So I went for red and green to be all Christmassy and just matched it up with some red and green Christmas paper. There we go. Really cute, aren't they? So that is the first one, the gnome stamp set. And the rest are all dies. So right, there's one thing that isn't dies. I've not yet tried these ones out. There's some just a little blending, blending sponges with the little bits on the end. Let's open these up and have a look. And I'll come back on in another video and just try these out for you to see what I think. So the ones designed to put on your fingers, I have to say I probably wouldn't have them on my fingers because my nails aren't quite short enough. I would probably just hold them like that. But I tend to use ones like this. But they aren't always cheap to buy, whereas these were a nice cheap price. So I thought, let's give them a go and see if they're decent for blending. So we'll come back on and have a try of those in a different video. So as I said, the rest are dies. So we'll do the Christmassy one first. This was a lovely poinsettia die, and the reason I chose this one was because it had the little swirls on it. I just felt it made it a little bit different. Let's see where my little poinsettias are that I've made up. And I think they just came out really pretty. Look at that, really nice actually, that poinsettia. So I've just layered them up red and green to be poinsettia colours, and a little bit of shaping. Actually, to shape them, just use my jewellery pliers, these ones, you know, and did a little bit of bending. So nothing complicated, but I think they came out nicely. So just a slightly different take on the old poinsettia die for that one. And then I've got some non-Christmassy items. Although this one, little ballerina, could be Christmas, couldn't it? Because it could go with a little nutcracker. I was making some little nutcracker people, which I think I showed you in a previous video. And actually, the little ballerina, she's a little bit big to go with him, but size isn't everything, as we say. So here is a die, just a very simple little die. But I do think ballerinas are very pretty. And that's her cutout. Let's see how she would look. A bit of holographic, that's why I'm going like that, because it's holographic. So that's my little ballerina die. And then this one is very untimely. It's a little coffin die. I knew it was going to be small before it came, but it is itty. But if you're doing a 3D project, I think that could be kind of cool. This is how it makes. You're getting a little chunky little coffin. It's not going to be one that opens up just by the way that the flaps work. I can't see that would that it would be an open upperable unless you did a bit of editing on the cutting. But if you stuck that down and had some bits around it, it can make a really nice 3D project. And I will come back on with some more projects with these items. I'd only really played around with the Christmassy ones with the time of year that we're on. But it's nice to get things not necessarily at the right time of year, isn't it? So you've got them in advance. Otherwise, I get to Halloween and then I'm going, oh, I really want a die like that. And I haven't got time to get it sent to me. So that's why I get these things in advance. Then this one, I wasn't overly sure about this one because when you put her together, she's a bit faceless, but it is a little bunny-eared girl. So I just had to go colouring her up. Obviously, you don't need to do it like that. You could cut it on different colours of paper and layer it up. I just fancied doing a bit of colouring again. She's very cute. I just think that I need to find a face stamp. In the picture, I think they've used these bits as eyes and stuck them on. So really giant eyes, but I think that would just look really random. So I will have a look in my stamps and see if I've got a face die. Not a face die, a face stamp that I can put onto her. So she could be Easter, couldn't she? I just sort of felt she could be a nice, sweet, random girl, but could be Easter as well. And then I got this one, which is pandas. I do love a panda. You also get some random butterflies. They were in there, but I had to cut it out to get the face. But of course, got some little butterflies. You get cute love, which is an interesting sentiment. And then you get a couple of pieces that layer up to make two pandas. So you get one that can peer over the edge of your page. So if you imagine in your card, is everything going to fall down? Could just pop out, couldn't it, of a circle? Could just sort of sit there and be like, hello. And then you get a full-size panda. And when I make something with this one, I'm pretty sure I'm going to change that to being green, the top part, just so it looks a bit more the way I want to. This one has got a really cute face. So you get that little panda. So that's the panda die. And then I've remembered now that I actually did get something else, a little extra. And this one was hard to know which ones exactly you were getting when you were selecting it, but the corner pieces. Now I do like to have some corner pieces. They are to go on like the edges of journals and things. And I've been working on my December daily, which is ridiculously chunky. But anyway, we'll ignore that fact. It's not even Christmas Day and it's chunky, so it will go on the edges like that, and then you just bend it over with some pliers. So you bend it back to make them stay. Just makes it look a bit fancy. I've obviously not done the cover to my December daily yet. That's still to be done, and it is way too chunky, but what can you do? I've been putting in a lot of photos. But yeah, some, can't remember what they're called, the little corners for journals, but they do make, whatever your project is, they make them look very fancy. So those are the metal corners, and that is what I got from Inlovearts.com. So do go and check out the links in the box below. Let me know what you like, and enjoy your Christmas Eve. Bye.